Hey, dear co-creators. So you may know that I'm obsessed with my daily walk here at this farm. It's been one of the best things in my life in the past few years. And this past week, there was this dog that was like bolting out of its house each time I walked by and following me like 2 feet behind me for the whole walk in like I felt like, what are you doing? Like creepy way. And I'd try to talk to it or try to bring it over and it would like run away. Or I'd try to say like, go home, and it would just like stare at me. It was this whole thing and it was making me stressed to go on my walk. And I was like, okay, is this because I'm moving and I need to let go of the timeline where this walk is really important to me? Or like, is this dog like an ancestor or spirit guide or something trying to communicate with me? I was like trying to do all these things. Then the last time it happened, I was like, I just am going to take this dog to its owner and say to its owner, like, this is stressful. Can you keep your dog inside, please, or on a leash? And then she went into this whole thing like, I'm having such a hard time with the dog. I don't know what to do. I can't control it. I can't get it on a leash. It escapes. Like, I'm thinking about giving the dog away. Like this whole drama. She's like, come into my house so we can get away from the dog. I'm like, So it's this whole thing. Eventually, she gives me this hunk of meat, which was disturbing because I have not eaten meat in like 10 years. Hunk of huge meat. And is like, give the dog this meat and then get it on a leash and bring the dog back to me. I'm like, but this was the only way I could get myself home, right? Because I could not get away from the dog. The dog was like now like running circles around me, like trying to corral me, right? Which totally my anxiety about it was egging the dog on. So I get the dog finally on the leash. I give it to the person. I walk home and I'm like, what is this, right? And I've been learning a lot from Quasi Joe here, from a program I'm taking with him, about redirecting instead of controlling. Hold on, I have snot running down my face. Sorry if this is making you nauseous. Just listen, don't watch. So I'm like, okay, how could I redirect? How could I redirect? I get ready to go out on my walk the next day and I'm like, okay, I'm going to walk somewhere else. And then I was like, there is another way that will miss these people's house that will get me a little bit farther, but it still will allow me to get onto my farm walk. And I could just walk a little bit farther and still have my farm walk and not have to deal with this dog, okay? So that's what I've been doing the past couple of days. And I just feel like it's a really powerful metaphor because sometimes we're like, or a lot of times if you're me, we're like, there's only one way through, you know? And if it doesn't happen the way I think it's supposed to happen, then it's not going to happen, or everything is wrong, or it's all impossible, or I'm bad, right? And with my housing situation, there was very much a like, there's only one way through vibe, which has made the whole thing way more difficult. Like, if I had been open to numerous possibilities, or like take it a little bit of a longer route, it would have gone much more easily. So I think it's sometimes easier to learn these things in the small situations that don't have as much at stake. Like the house situation is a hard one because there's so much at stake and it feels really massive. But this walk is like, it's not really a big deal. So anyways, I love the metaphor. Let me know what you think. Love you, love you.